Hi, I'm Alessandro De Carli. I'm co-founder at Acurast. So what is Acurast? Acurast is a decentralized cloud protocol, all actually fully powered by smartphones. The compute units of this decentralized cloud are in the end smartphones, mobile devices. What inspired me to build Acurast is the fact that if we look at the landscape today, all of the compute is very much centralized in three main entities, all of which are in the US. So it's Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. And I believe that the only way how you can actually truly disrupt this industry and bring back a decentralization to it is by utilizing a protocol like Acurast, by utilizing hardware that is mobile devices, because that kind of changes the rules of the game. So why mobile devices? That's actually a very good question, and there's a couple of aspects to this. On one hand, mobile devices are widely accessible to everyone basically, and everyone knows how to manipulate a mobile device, how to utilize a mobile device. This really brings down the entry barrier for people that want to participate in Acurast to a very, very low entry barrier. Basically, if you have a mobile device or know how to utilize a mobile device, you can participate. So that's kind of the aspect of decentralization. But there's more to it. Many people don't know that, but in mobile devices you have hardware security modules that are very, very much advanced. They are the reason why we are able to utilize mobile devices for things like mobile banking, for things like managing our identities, managing our wallets, and so on and so forth. So by design, by utilizing a mobile device, you already have a very, very high base layer of security. And then there's two more things. One is kind of a sustainability green aspect, because there is a ton of mobile devices that are completely unutilized, because people tend to change them quite a lot. And the silicon in these mobile devices is actually very, very powerful. So by upcycling them and dedicating them to a decentralized cloud, you're actually helping in breathing a second life into this hardware, into the silicon, without making it go to waste. And the last aspect is also there is a ton of power in these little guys. And these little guys don't utilize that much energy. So the compute per watt for the mobile device is just phenomenal. So much so that it makes it possible to utilize a mobile device as a true competitor compared to servers, because the consumption is just a fraction to what a server would consume, and the actual compute that you get out of it is very comparable. So why does decentralization matter? I think that this goes a little bit also into a philosophical question, but in the end I believe that decentralization is the only kind of tool or ideology that humans have to organize themselves in a way that they work in a system where everybody is very much accountable, and it's a very, very fair system without corruption. And I think this is really important as a tool to bring humanity forward in the end. In the context of Acurast, where we have a lot of centralization now in these large compute provider, in these cloud providers, you can also think about it as a true enabler of kind of unstoppable compute for people. So how can you participate into Acurast? It's actually very, very easy. The whole process of setting up a mobile device that we call a compute unit takes about 3 minutes. We have all the guides and resources to explain that. Also, our community is really, really active and open to be helping you. And basically what you do is you take a mobile device, you scan a QR code, and there you go. The mobile device is then dedicated as a compute unit to this decentralized network, so that someone else can define tasks and start utilizing the resources that you are basically providing.